Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Bookmas Day 1. I've been so excited for Bookmas this year because I really wanted to put some effort into it, because last year I tried it and I found it really hard because just with working and just life, it's really hard to upload a video every single day. So I'm going to challenge myself to uploading for the first 12 days of December, and I feel like that just gives me a little bit of leeway a little bit. Hello, this is editing Amy from the future, and I just wanted to put in a little disclaimer here that I have decided for Bookmas this year I'm going to be attempting to post 2 or maybe 3 times a week. I have realized very quickly that 12 days in a row is literally impossible whenever you work full-time in retail, and I just thought that I would put that in here because I am just not going to be posting for 12 days in a row. But I hope you enjoy this video and I will let you get back to it, because I think last year I attempted to do the full every day of December, which is literally impossible. I don't know how people do it. So I thought the best video to start off this Bookmas series is by reading only Christmas books. We're now finally in that Christmas mood and Christmas season, and I just really am ready to feel very festive. Next 5 minutes I'm actually away to a spa tonight with my husband, and I'm really hoping that the spa has Christmas trees and Christmas decorations up, because I just think that'd be really cute. We are obviously staying there for dinner as well, and the last time I went to this place it was very cozy, had the open fireplace, and it was just giving those really good vibes. But I also haven't been there in years, and it has been bought over by somebody else, so I'm interested to see what that's going to be like. I'm currently listening to, is it Christmas Tree Farm? You know that series by Laurie Gilmore, and she wrote The Pumpkin Spice Cafe and I think a few others. I haven't read any of those ones, but I just saw this book everywhere, especially in work. A lot of people are buying it because it's obviously very Christmas, and it just seems to be giving all of the vibes that people want right now. It's also very popular on TikTok, so I feel like everybody's kind of heard of this series. I would say I'm 25% into this one, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really liking it. I think it's kind of giving the writing style of Elsie Silver, but maybe not as good, because I really love Elsie Silver's books so much. I am enjoying it. It's just very what do you call those movies? Is it Hallmark movies? You know, the ones where Lindsay Lohan does all the Christmas movies? That's the same vibes that it's giving me, and I'm not gonna lie, I love those movies, especially around this time of year. I just think they're just nice to have on in the background. I'm not expecting much from this book. I think I know what's gonna happen, but that's not gonna annoy me whenever I figure everything out, because I feel like these books kind of just go a certain way. Basically, the main girl in this one owns a Christmas tree farm, and she's new to this small town, and I think the author is trying to kind of portray the land of Gilmore Girls, what's that called? Stars Hollow, because I think that's what she did in the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, I think. I have no idea, but I'm guessing so because she's called herself Laurie Gilmore. Anyway, I'm getting off track. I'm just picturing Stars Hollow whenever I read this book or listen to this book, and it is giving me all of the cozy feels, and I'm really liking it. So the main girl is kind of like the Grinch almost. I don't think she loves Christmas. She doesn't want to own this Christmas tree farm. That was not what she intended to do whenever she moved here, but I think all the townsfolk really want her to open up this Christmas tree farm again so they can get their Christmas trees. And then there's obviously a guy, and they meet. I think the main guy, obviously I haven't read the other books, but if you've read the other books you would probably be introduced to him already, I'm not sure, but his sister is the one that owns the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, so there is a little link there. And he has been asked by the people that live in this town to basically go and check on our main girl, because she doesn't really talk to the other people, and there is this kind of mystery where the guy who owned this Christmas tree farm beforehand, he passed away, but it's said that he had left something on the grounds of the place that he lived, and people are convinced that it's a dead body, and some are convinced that it's a lot of money, and just all these little things as well. So there is that aspect of it, and our main guy is trying to figure out what this is for the people of the town, because they are curious and they want to know, and they don't want this new girl to stumble across a dead body basically. I'm gonna listen to that throughout today, and I've also packed my Kindle because I've seen that, I don't know who did it last year, there was definitely a bunch of authors that did these like short stories. I think Christina Lauren was definitely one of them. But it's basically a bunch of short Christmas stories, and I think there's like 6 of them. So I really want to make my way through those. I've heard the most about Ali Hazelwood's one. I can't remember the name of it though. I will show you like our room and everything to do with the spa as well. So it's kind of like a vlog slash reading vlog. So yeah, I am about to leave. So I hope you enjoy this video. I'm really looking forward to the next day and a half. I will see you or talk to you whenever I have any updates, and yeah, I'm just really excited to go. So I'm going to head now to my luxurious spa retreat. You know when you wear a ponytail like this, you just feel a little bit bald, and I don't know if I'm vibing with it, especially with this jumper because it looks like a floating head. I'm in one of those moods where I could try on my whole wardrobe and hate absolutely everything, so we're not going to talk about it, we're not going to focus on it, we're just going to move on. It's a few days later and I have read a few books in this time and I just haven't updated you yet, so I thought that I would sit down and just tell you where I'm at with the books that I'm currently reading. So literally like 5 minutes ago I finished the audiobook of The Christmas Tree Farm, and I think in my last update I was kind of describing it more as like Elsie Silver style, but I do think Elsie Silver writes a lot better than Laurie Gilmore has. I did eventually find this book a little bit cringy, like there was just some things said where it just icked me out a little bit, and I know she's trying to play up to that like Christmassy kind of feel, but it felt a bit hallmarky. I think I already explained the plot of this book, but I don't know, it was very predictable and it was like a cute book, but I think that's all I can really say about it. Like, it wasn't bad, I just felt there wasn't a lot of depth to it, and yeah, I found it very predictable. I knew what was going to happen, and yeah, I guess it was just like more a cozy read than anything, and I would recommend it if that's what you're looking for. It just wasn't like my favourite book, so I think I'm going to give that one a 3-star. I'm not sure if I would read the other ones because this was the first one that I started. I know you're kind of meant to read them in order because there are certain characters that are in other books, and I think like the sister of the main guy, I think she was in Pumpkin Spice Cafe. That's kind of what I gathered from reading the book anyway, and I'm not sure about the other characters, but I don't know if I will read the other ones. Maybe if it's just like there an audiobook to read, I might, but I don't think I would physically pick it up. Hard to rate audiobooks sometimes because I almost feel like I enjoy an audiobook more if the book isn't giving as much. Like if I was physically reading this book, I don't know if I would have got through it because it was just boring me in some parts, and I reckon it would have taken me quite a long time to read as well. But I do think a 3-star is fair for this book. Like I did find bits of it enjoyable, and it was cozy, it was Christmassy, and that is the whole point of this video. I am here to read Christmas books, and it did deliver in that sense. So I do think that a 3-star is pretty good, but it's definitely a lower 3-star than maybe other 3-stars. Then read Cruel Winter with You on my Kindle, and that was like the first, I actually don't know if it's the first book in the series. It's basically a collection of novellas by different authors, and this one was by Ali Hazelwood. I surprisingly really enjoyed this book. It was only like 50 pages and it felt like a full book. Like it could have been a full book, if you know what I mean. Like I felt like the characters were well developed, and I really found the storyline believable. It is like a best friend's brother situation, and it is set at Christmas time. However, I didn't feel the Christmassy vibes from it, so I wouldn't go into this book if that's all you're wanting, because it does just set place on Christmas Eve, I think, but then we get to know each character and basically how they got to where they are today. So you get their backstory and yeah, just how their kind of relationship has developed to what it is now. But I really loved it. Like surprisingly, I just found this so good, and the writing was good. Like she honestly could have written a whole book and I would have loved it, I think. I don't think that I've read any Ali Hazelwood before, but I definitely would consider it after this because I just found her writing so easy, and straight away I was into the book. For that reason, I gave this book a 4-star. I don't know if I could really give any novella a 5-star because I just feel like for it to be a 5-star, it has to be a bit longer, and you need to have more of a plot and development and characters, and you just need those extra pages to actually get it to a 5-star. But I reckon if this was like a full-blown book, it could have been a 5-star. So yeah, I gave that one 4-star. Then 2 nights ago, I had the worst insomnia ever. I will like insert clips of it if I haven't already, but I was literally just reading the next novella in pitch black. It was like 4 or 5 in the morning and I could not sleep. So I thought that I would pick up, what one was it? Merriment and Mayhem. And this one, I don't think I've heard of this author before. It's kind of like blocked out. Alexandria Bellfleur? I don't know how to say her surname. I'm probably saying it wrong. But this one was definitely more Christmassy because the main girl has moved to this like, I'm guessing small town just for a little bit because it was her granny's house and she is trying to like do it up to then sell, but it is based around Christmas time and she's like trying to set up the Christmas lights outside the house. She's baking her Christmas cookies, and with both of those occasions something goes wrong to the point where the fire station needs to be phoned, and she keeps on having these instances with this fireman, and it's kind of like a fate situation. And yeah, it's just kind of about their relationship. I feel like I can't say too much about these books because they are so small, so anything I say could be like the whole book. But there is a fireman in this one and our main girl, and yeah, it was definitely more Christmassy feel. It felt like Stars Hollow, small town kind of vibe because you get the neighbours are kind of involved in it as well, and the whole kind of street in one instance is watching what our main character is doing, and it just felt like that kind of vibe. I did enjoy this one. I read it super quickly, but I don't know if it really hooked me the way the other one did, so I gave this one a 3-star as well, which is not bad in my opinion. I kind of expected all of these novellas to be 3 stars, so I was surprised that I did get a 4-star out of it. And that is what I've read so far. I do want to read one more of these. I need to find what one it is. I want to read Only Santa's in the Building, and I might just read that this morning. I have some time and I think it's 65 pages. But I'm just feeling another little novella, and once I finish this one I will let you know my opinion on it, and that will be the end of my Christmassy books. I don't know if I will read any more Christmassy books. I feel like if I overdo it I might just hate them, because there's only so much you can do with these books, and I feel like a lot of them get very, very similar. And yeah, that's why I like these novellas a lot, because quick, and you know, I don't want to spend loads of time on books like this because I just feel like you know where they're gonna go, and I'm not really expecting anything more from that, so I'm not like disappointed. But yeah, I feel like you know what I mean. All these Christmassy books are kind of the same. So I have just downloaded this one and we're gonna start on chapter 1. I'm gonna get all cozy downstairs because I usually have a seat here, but we had people around the other day and it's downstairs and I still haven't brought it up. And I'm too lazy to bring it up. So we're gonna sit downstairs, read this little novella, and yeah, I will let you know once I finish it. I can't imagine it'll take me too long. I don't know if there's like a time yet on it. No, it still says it's learning my speed, but I would guess an hour maybe to read this, and I have a few hours, so I will update you as soon as I finish this. Also, I put up my Christmas tree and I'm so happy with it, honestly. I think it's the cutest thing ever. I've also loved this trend of putting little bows on the Christmas tree. I think that's really cute. So it is definitely feeling very Christmassy in the Hurley house, and I honestly can't get enough of it. I think it is so cute. So I think I'll whack on the lights just for the ambience of the Christmassy video. It's so cute! So I've just read the first chapter, and what's basically happened so far is our main girl Evie, oh, someone's staring at me from outside my house. So what I've gathered from the first chapter is that our main girl Evie lives in this like apartment block, and she keeps on receiving these little Christmas ornaments on her, like, I don't know if it's on her door or where she collects her mail, but she keeps on getting these different Christmas ornaments like made for her every single day. She's collecting them, not thinking much of it, thinking it's one of the kids that like lives in her apartment block, and she assumes that everybody's getting them as well, but I'm gonna guess that that's not happening. And we have also just met her upstairs neighbour, like literally just knew his name, and she has admitted that she really fancies him a lot and she's been thinking about him. So I'm guessing he is the love interest and possibly the one making her the Christmas ornaments. No idea. But that is what we've got out of chapter 1. It does say that this book's going to take an hour and 15 minutes to read. However, I always like to beat those little timers in the Kindle. I feel like everybody does that. So I'm going to try and read this in an hour and I will let you know. I finished Only Santa's in the Building, and this one kind of followed, as I was saying, two people that live in the same apartment building, and there's a Christmas party that the people on the top floor host every single year, and that is kind of like the main event of the book. But oh my god, this book is like super spicy for it being such like a small novella. Like a lot of this book is spice, and I don't know how I feel about it. Like I don't mind spice at all, but it just felt like only spice, and then very, very, very quickly they're together, and you know, it's, I don't know, insta love, but also like there's no emotional connection there at all. But I mean, it was okay, but I think I would give it a 2-star because it really, like, not a lot happened. It did say it would take an hour and 15 to read it. I read it in 31 minutes. So I just felt like, because I read it so quickly as well, like, it just shows you how much wasn't happening because I was able to just fly through it. But I really don't have a lot to say about it. It's like a cute little read. Not even cute, that's not the right word, because it is literally just spice. It's a Christmassy read because there's a Christmas party, and if you want something like that, go for it. It's obviously only like 60 pages, so what's the worst that it can do? It just wasn't my favourite, so I do think I would give it a 2-star because I know in about 5 minutes I'm gonna forget every single thing that happened, and there's just no real depth to any of it the way the first novella was. Like, I know it's possible because with Ali Hazelwood's book, like, I actually felt the depth between the characters and there was that emotional side of things as well. This one, like, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on it. It does bring us to the end of this video, and I honestly feel like I should have my Christmas tree in the back because it is a Christmas video. Let me see what the lighting's like. Okay, that's definitely feeling a little bit more Christmassy because we've got our tree behind us, but that brings us to the end of this video and the end of Bookmas Day 1. I'm kind of nervous about Bookmas because I really don't think I'm going to be able to post or upload 12 videos in 12 days. I am already kind of struggling with it, and I don't know how many videos there's going to be, but I'm going to try and get 12 out. Most likely I won't be able to, but I will definitely see you for Bookmas Day 2 because I know I have a video for then. I just don't know how many I'm gonna get. I know I have like 5, so we'll just see from there, I guess. But yeah, happy Bookmas, and I hope this video gave you all the Christmassy feels. And yeah, now is the countdown to Christmas, and this is the best way to start it. So thank you so much for watching this video if you made it this far, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow for Bookmas Day 2.